People who love this show tend to really, really love Stugotz.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, the love is unreasonable for a man of your despicable core. And if you saw Stugotz through my eyes and have that love for him as I do, you would be treated to a daily sitcom. Like it's a daily, like imagine, how much do you think our audience would pay to just watch Stugotz for an hour? I get it all the time, and it makes me laugh all the time. And it just happened now because he's pointing here and there, and I'm trying to set up with him what we're going to talk about in the next segment. And he, throws his sausage fingers in my face and then says, hold on a second, and then starts clacking on the computer because he's got to fire something up instead of doing his job.
Yeah.
And what happened is he's beefing with Rich Eisen and I don't know who else, and he's saying that something that's his idea is being stolen by other people, and so I can't get him to do this job because he's beefing with an assortment of people about some stupid thing.
No, because I'm busy doing everyone else's job. That's why. Hey, it's Rich Eisen stealing my material. It is Jimmy Traina stealing my material. Hey, get out of here, man.
Who is that? Who is Jimmy Traina?
He's a media writer, I think, out of New York, who I happen to like. There
it is. There it is. The pivot of the Stugotz into schmarmy salesperson.
No, I happen to like Jimmy. Like, I don't know Jimmy, but I happen to like Jimmy. Jimmy Traina sounds like a guy I would hang out with.
It does. I think you're pronouncing his name wrong, by the way, but keep it moving.
Oh, whatever. I like Jimmy. And so Rich Eisen yesterday said that he spoke to a Major League Baseball executive.
Hold on a second. Is this Eisen sound that we have, the sound that you're talking about
here?
This
is sound. Eisen said he spoke to a Major League Baseball executive. I am saying he didn't. He simply listened to our show.
Hold on a second. Can we play the sound before you deny that the sound is accurate?
That was a good setup.
Yeah, this is courtesy of the Rich Eisen show on DirecTV.
There is a rule that has been whispered, discussed. Here's the rule change. In the ninth inning only, you are allowed to send up to the plate as your first three hitters whoever you want.
Ooh.
Whether they have just played.
Oh, yeah.
So if 3, 4, 5 goes out in order in the eighth inning, ninth inning, your manager sends 3, 4, 5 right back out there.
Ooh.
Just for a perfect example, Yanks are down by 2 or 3, ninth inning. Aaron Boone gets to put Sanchez, Stanton, Judge up there against your closer.
Whoa. All right, so Stugotz during the break, while I was asking him to do his job, is just firing off texts and emails. You'll hear from my attorney, cease and desists on that. You are defending the Magic at bat. That's what you're defending.
Yes, and I presented it almost the exact same way because it's the only sport in which you don't have your best players determining the outcome of the game in the final moments of the game. And so Rich Eisen tweeted that out yesterday, and he said, good idea, bad idea, and I wrote, or my idea.
He's also been doing this every break of the national show until we finally talk about it.
I know, but Guillermo, it's so wearying that I can't get him to do his actual job because he's too busy chasing down people in the media who have stolen his ideas when his entire entity is a bank vault of stolen ideas. Stugotz is
I've stolen so many Eisen takes.
Stugotz is the chief thief in our industry. He's a swashbuckling pirate who takes everyone's takes. He doesn't have a take of his own. He's an amalgamation of all the takes ever taken.
This one was my take, though.
This one was.
Can you give me credit for that?
Yes, that's true.
And everyone thought I was insane when I brought it up.
The Magic at bat is indeed Stugotz's idea, and and everyone probably still thinks you're a little insane, but Rich Eisen has now given him voice in a public forum, and now Stugotz will rise again on behalf of the Magic at bat.
It's a slight tweak to the original plan that we had, which was a Magic at bat. Now they're saying, any three players you want to come up can come up in the ninth, but it's the same thing. We all know what he did. He took my idea and expanded it a little, trying to make it a little different.
Did you feel this way when you heard it? Because I heard him say it, and
man.
I'm like, I'm kind of out on this idea now. Like, I don't really like it that way.
Oh, it's not as good as our idea.
Oh.
That's for sure.
I just love that you guys yesterday made fun of me. Dan, really? We're going to do the Let's Fix Baseball show? And you have spent the entire show trying to get this on the air, trying to get our show to crusade, our marching band of nowhere to charge at Rich Eisen for some reason. because now finally you have felt what everyone else feels when you steal their ideas.
Don't you think 3 batters is getting a little carried away? Integrity of the game.
What's the matter with you?
I have some major issues.
Yeah. Well, what was that? Who was that guy in the back? Who was that? What? Who was talking to Rich Eisen that was so titillated by these magic at bat ideas?
Ooh.
I heard that guy too.
Yeah.
How many of those? There were like 4 or 5 sounds in the interview. Let's see if we can hear him. All right, play the whole interview. Play the whole thing again, and let's not listen to Eisen stealing this guy's idea. Let's just listen for the sexual sounds around that idea.
There is a rule that has been whispered, discussed. Here's the rule change. In the ninth inning only, you are allowed to send up to the plate as your first 3 hitters whoever you want.
Ooh.
Whether they have just played.
Oh, yeah.
So if 3, 4, 5 goes out in order in the 8th inning, 9th inning, your manager sends 3, 4, 5 right back out there.
Ooh.
Just for a perfect example, Yanks are down by 2 or 3, 9th inning. Aaron Boone gets to put Sanchez, Stanton, Judge up there against your closer.
By the next segment, I would like a song to incorporate all of those sexual sounds.
Oh, no.
By the next segment. And I want to know who is the person that was
Would
Rich
you
Eisen.
rather have Eisen on the show or that person?
Well, no, Allison is trying to get us Eisen right now. We're seeing if he can call during a commercial break so we can accuse him of this live on air.
I want the guy making the sounds.
Coming up next, who's the guy making the sounds?
Yeah. 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 Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Get it up in your loins. Get it up in there. All right, we have now learned after extensive research by Chris, Fats and Info, that voice, sensual in nature, very enthused about Rich Eisen's stolen magic at-bat idea. Who is that voice making those sensual sounds?
That is Michael Del Tufo, the on-air sound mixer for Rich Eisen Show. He's also a multi-Emmy Award winner.
Wow.
Wait a minute, what does that mean? He's got a sound mixer?
Means he's won more than 1 Emmy.
No, thank you, Guillermo. I appreciate that.
I have an update from Rich Eisen. I texted him and asked him to call in. I said, I know you're doing your own show, and this is
Come face these
inconvenient."
accusations, you fraud!
He wrote, go on the air, and I said, yes, so please call, and we shall see.
All right, so we've got 4 minutes. Hopefully in the next, we've got 5 minutes of show left. Hopefully in those 5 minutes, Rich Eisen would call so that Stugotz could just berate him for a magic at bat idea. Just so it's urgent. We'll see if this joke pays off at the end or not.
Or like Rich Eisen.
Boy, you've been sitting on that one for a little while, haven't you?
Day.
You've been mad about this since yesterday?
Oh, yeah, I sent it to Billy.
Oh, for the love of God. You sent it to Billy.
Here's what happens in my defense. You know when I go on Twitter, I'm only looking for happy places. Listen, you want to send negative things, I'm telling you, I'm not reading them, okay? And what happened yesterday is I couldn't even find the happy stuff. Every single person who listens to our show sent me this. In defense of our show, they were defending us. I'm telling you.
The Army is strong.
Yeah.
I got a late night email with the link from Stugotz, and as a note with the asterisk next to it, don't forget to remind me to say Eisen.
Yeah. The Army, you are strong, and let me explain something to you about your general. You have no idea how happy it makes him to lead you into battle.
I love you.
Oh, my God, how he loves it. He's been trying to get this on the show since yesterday. How do we stampede Rich Eisen with my Army? And boom, he manipulated every situation to get us there.
It's Eisen. That's a fun.